Happy Halloween, everybody! I wasn't sure what to do there, to be honest with you. I was trying to have some fun. I was looking for masks and stuff, but only mask I have covered my mouth, you know what I mean? So I don't think that's what everyone was looking for today. I hope everyone's having a safe and fun day as it is. I want to talk about something that scares me right now, okay? And that's Halloween. That's what it's there for, right? That's what it's about. What scares me right now is the idea that we have some overarching recession among us or ahead of us, right? And what will we do? How will we be prepared? What will happen to our industry? And it got me thinking about the true disruption of the 21st century. And it's not technology. It's not some big idea. It's a global pandemic. That is the true disruption of our lifetimes, because it has brought things ahead so quickly, right? Changes of industry, our industry, automotive, going through massive changes that I think would have taken, consolidation was already happening, but I think that it's been ramped up. The idea of, electric vehicles in the future of the blah, 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 that's all been ramped up. That's all been disrupted time frame wise by a global freaking pandemic. And so what scares me is this idea that everyone's talking about the recession, but everyone acts like they haven't been there. All right. And for anyone who's, been around since 2008 in any industry or as an adult, you've already been through something like this. And so I don't really much buy into headlines. I think American consumers will always decide what happens with regards to a recession. I really do. I really think that if you prices get too high for affordability, you'll know, because consumers will stop spending money. And that's where I think the flaw is in this whole manufacturer, MSRP, one price, we all want to be Tesla bullshit. Because you're not going to do that when people stop buying cars. Which, by all accounts of the data, that's slowly happening. So what then? Mr. MSRP manufacturer? No rebates? I'm already hearing the word discount more now at the end of October than I have in the last 2.5 fucking years. So you're going to stamp pad an MSRP and you're only going to do order routes direct to consumer. You're not going to put any additional vehicle on dealers' lots? I'm going to call bullshit on that. And a recession is going to show that. So for me, I say bring it on, because I think manufacturers need a reality check that consumers aren't, they don't want, well, they may not want to negotiate. They certainly don't want to be taken advantage of either. And MSRP has always felt that way to the consumer. Always. Especially the above and beyond stuff, which I think will go away anyways. Did you know, by the way, there's an entire website dedicated to overmsrp.com or whatever it is? I had just come across it the other day. It was wild. I think it was in my LinkedIn feed. It was wild to know that people are tracking all that. And it's still, that's how our industry gets black eyes. That's how we look bad. Thanks a lot. Appreciate there has to be a website for that. It's awesome. Because I don't think it will exist if the recession were the scary recession, which, by the way, just means to tighten up. It don't mean that life is over. It doesn't even mean that life will, sorry about that, I had a dog under there. That anything will dramatically shift and change automatically. Happens over time. It's a slow grind, and it resets things. It brings things back to it. But I called the pandemic the Great Reset when it first happened. And now here we are almost 3 years later. It's fucking true. It is true. It reset everything and pulled everything ahead. The fervor for spending money at a consumer level with money they probably didn't have because they were saving their money more than they had for almost 2 years. Then you go out and you burn through that savings, right? Or you get those checks that you're not supposed to be getting from the government long term. You get them for a short burst, then what? Right? So we've got all these economic things that we set up for ourselves. It's a nasty circle. It's a nasty circle that we don't ever see coming, but it happens every 10, 15 years, regardless if you're looking or not. And again, The pandemic pulled all that ahead. So to me, what's scary is that we're already clenching about something that ultimately has been already happening and contracting for a while now. And the word recession is just something in news outlets give it so that they can make you feel bad or fearmonger or whatever it might be. What it means is tighten up, look to cut off some of the fat, and remember, this is how you normally live. You don't normally have 18 months of no spending, no doing, not allowed to go outside. That allows you to bank all of that extra cash that now you have and want to spend through, or it's your right to travel and go around the world. I get it. But that only existed because of the true disruption in our economic life. It's a pandemic. I don't normally get into things that scare me, and this doesn't necessarily scare me personally because I've lived it, and I learned a shit ton of lessons from 2008, 2009. Like lessons that you would have never learned otherwise. Unless, like my wife and I, you damn near lost everything. It's what it takes, people. I'm hoping it don't happen to anybody else. I know it will. I know it will because there's always an idea of keeping up with the Joneses. Don't do that, man. Be yourself. Live within your means. I'm not here to be a financial advisor, but I will tell you, outside your means is where shit goes wrong. Take it from me, folks. I've lived it. I've been there. I'm trying to help. All right? Now, this is not a mental health Monday. We had one of those last week. It is Halloween. Go out, get some candy, put on a mask, be different. Not these masks, not those masks, the scary ones. Go out, do that, have some fun, enjoy it. And next month when I see you, I might be wearing a parka. It's going to be snowing out here. Thanks a lot. Have yourselves a great week.